Okay, now. It should work now. It's just a setting that I had to play with. Okay, all right, cool. Let's go. Check this out. Here we go. Stanley Paradox or Parable, whatever. Look, the game talks to you because I set the game up for the first time, and now it's like super meta. Now I know you care what things. Yeah, dude, the narrator's so creepy. Okay. Let's see. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, set the clock to your favorite time, 420. Go ahead and pick whichever time you want. It's 420:69. All right, let's get you. Yeah, let's play the game. This game is super meta. Any decision you make, it reacts to it. All right, you ready? Yeah, we streaming. I'm a streamer now. All right, here we go.
This is the
Um,
story of a man named
I'm gonna
Stanley.
go through the intro so you can see it, so you can like
Stanley
get an
worked
idea of
for a
what it's
company
like.
in a
I'm gonna
big
shut up
building
now. Just
where
watch
he
this.
was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Sound familiar?
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Sounds
Although
like me.
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for
This is
this
what corporate is
job.
like, by the way.
And Stanley was happy.
All right, this is it.
And then
Stanley
one day,
Parable.
something very peculiar happened. Something
Oh,
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would
oh,
never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
oh,
No
oh.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh my God.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Spooky
Shocked,
baby,
frozen
spooky.
solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Oh.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yep. Yeah, it's the same intro every time. All right, let's see. Can you let's see. Can you type in chat? I wonder if it'll pop up on my screen if you type in chat. Try typing something in the chat, and I want to see if it comes up on my I want to see if it comes up on my screen as I'm playing. Oh, you did? Okay. Let's see. I wonder if I can check chat. Uh, oh, there it is, baby. Yeah, I see it. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna play it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
yeah.
trace of
Type in
his
here.
co-workers.
What does it say? I like who I like work. I just hate my boss. That's familiar. This is what offices used to look like, by the way. Now they're a little more modern, but this is like pretty close. All right. I hate Mondays. Oh, here we go.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
No,
doors,
I
he
won't.
entered the door on his left.
It won't ruin it. The game told me to go to the left. Wait, did it tell me to go left? No, I'm gonna go right. Watch this.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Uh,
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this
I missed those.
immaculate,
I
beautifully
missed those
constructed
prices. This
room.
game came out in like
Stanley
2012.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, no, there's nothing here.
Yes, really. But eager to get back to business,
Yes, I
Stanley
am.
took the first open door on his left.
Okay, yeah.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What should I do? That looks enticing. You know what? I'll keep going straight. I'll listen to the narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not
Feeling a
getting fired.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is facts. Using slides to assure the employees. Look at this. It's so detailed. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. Colored in segment. The stock market somewhere in here. Yeah, this is my favorite part. There's like little things in the game that make you laugh. There's a lot of humor. All right, whatever. It's all about my decisions, right? Let's get this over with.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Sure. Okay. See, that's an option. I wonder what happens if I stay in the broom closet. Who knows?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. No, you know what? No. We're going down. Yeah, we're going down. Yeah, that's it, here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during
beautiful.
work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy...
I know.
why had he
It's kind of
taken that
creepy, but
risk?
it's not. It's
All
not.
because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something
I
occurred
wonder
to
if that's a
Stanley.
code.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Yeah, how my
And
coworkers are
as Stanley
gone.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
It's so messed up. I
Why
didn't
did
notice
doors
that.
close automatically behind him wherever he went?
I'm telling you, the narrator is
And
funny.
for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
What? Am
simply
I going in a loop?
repeating? No,
What the
Stanley
heck?
said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at
Think he's
last,
dead?
he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Actually,
He
I
just
can't.
hadn't found
I
the
can't
words
speak
for
on
it.
that anymore.
I'm dreaming!
He might be. Maybe.
He yelled. This is all a dream.
What the heck? I'm looping.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an
What the-
explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing
You can hear the audio from the
I may as
game, right?
well
I'm
enjoy
assuming?
this while I'm still lucid. So,
What the? All right, I'm just gonna go as fast as I can.
flying and began to gently float above the ground.
No way! No, this is so trippy! This is so trippy! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm actually floating.
And it
Yo,
couldn't
this is so
end.
trippy.
It was so much
What the-
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How
What the
was he
heck?
remaining so lucid?
This is such a
Then
trip. Is this
perhaps the
drugs?
strangest question of them all entered
What is drugs?
Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
That is so
Why is there a
weird.
voice in
Whoa.
my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley. who
What
found
the
it
heck? This is such a
particularly strange.
trip.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh my
And
god.
while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this
How do I
voice
stop
spoke to
this?
all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley
I
simply
have to stop
deceiving
this. There
himself,
has to be a way to stop the
believing that
loop.
if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility
Nah,
for
I know,
himself?
I know. I just don't know
Stanley
how.
is as awake
I
right
don't know how to
now
stop the loop.
as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
What the?
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a
I wonder
dream.
if I can
Did the voice
stop a
not see
door
him
from
float and make the
closing
magical
if I
stars
look
just a
at it as
moment
I go
ago? How else
backwards.
would the voice explain all
Oh
that?
no,
This
dang it.
voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He
Okay,
would
I'll try
prove
that.
it.
I'll try that.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Whoa.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Oh, it's so creepy.
My life
It's
is
like real
normal.
life.
I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Is this what it's like to have a psychotic breakdown? This is kind of lit. Oh, whoa, whoa. I thought it was going to be the end. I thought that was the end. What the?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an
He's
office.
tripping.
I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I?
Stanley's on a beam.
And everything went black.
What? Yo, this game is crazy. I've never seen this
This
ending.
is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy.
What the heck?
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Oh my god, is this what it's like to
Then she
date me?
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? See, it's like a lesson about life. Some lady that was like, oh, a crazy man. I'm not crazy. At least I'm not like him. And there it is. That's one run. That's all I want to show you because I don't want to ruin it. Yay! All right, I'm going to stop the stream. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for my next stream. I'm going to be streaming in real life Publix. I'm going to Publix in real life.